12, week 12, session 12, part 1. The first part of the 12th episode. We've been going for nearly 3 months now. Well, 2.5, a bit. Anyway, and I will be playing Dungeons and Dragons today. 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, a campaign, basically a kind of hex crawl campaign, a kind of, West Marches style campaign where the players are all in town at the beginning and they wander out, do something, have some fun, maybe not, who knows. And my name is Blage, I'm running this, and we're joined today by a recurring cast of Heavy playing Brother Lauren,
Hi.
PJ playing, is it Pickle?
Philly.
No, not Philly. Philly. Honey playing Pickle, and Waleko playing Rakust. So I should write that all down. And it's been week since I've been on air, I guess. So what's happened with me in the meantime? Not much that stands out. I've been watching Swansong very hard. Adam Coble, greatest GM, yes. There was some discussion whether I preferred Stephen over Adam last week, and I think Adam's taking it because I've got up to the recap episode of Swansong, and it's just really good. I'm a bit sad that I had such a backlog to watch that I'm getting to the point now where I think a couple more episodes and I'll be caught up to date, and it's a bit sad for me, because then I won't be able to just keep binge watching it. But that does mean I'll finally be able to watch some more West Marches, because I've been watching Swansong back to back, so I haven't had a chance to watch that. Movies, nothing much. I watched Vikings, season 3. I'm caught up to episode 5 of that, so that's good. Friend of mine mentioned not so much Viking stuff, lots more kind of talking stuff. So it's been a bit of a slow burner so far, but I think they're just about to get to the fighting bit, so it's good for me. What else? The weather's picking up. It was sunny today. It was nice and warm and sunny. It was a bit chilly outside, but the sun was very warm, so if you just stand in the sun, it was nice and hot. Spring has officially started. Google had a very nice little first day of spring picture that was cute. It's like little flowering buds. Anything else? Looking forward to after this session doing another faction turn between this and next week. So I've got that. And I can see whether I can wipe Aethelblot off the face of the earth, so I never have to do that accent again. Oh, and then Aethelblot was destroyed. What a shame. Oh well. I can't think of much else. So, Heavy, how's it been with you? 5 weeks? 4 or 5 weeks?
It was 7, so yeah, it's probably like 4 or 5 weeks. Since then, I've been trying to catch up with Critical Role. Of course, Matt Mercer being my waifu. Unofficially, of course, he has no idea who I am, but I like to pretend that he does. Other than that, I've been running my own campaign with which Wario is a part of. He has a shotgun in the campaign, and I think he's happy with that.
Is it a D&D campaign?
Yeah, it is a D&D campaign, but I've made a sort of like fourth thing that you can add on in addition to like race, class, and like background. You also get a subclass, which allows you. It's basically like a hobby that you turn into something useful.
I remember you talking about this in Skype chat.
Yeah.
With a couple of the players.
Yeah, Wario has the ability to dissect corpses and perform surgery, so basically he has the ability to steal kidneys, which is awesome. It's going to come in handy later in the campaign. I guarantee it. We have our resident little powder monkey, which has the power to create grenades and do anything that has to do with gunpowder. She's got guns and shit, and it's fun like that. And then we got a bunch of other ones, but if I were to explain my campaign, it would take more time than the time we have to actually play the game. So I'll just say that I'm busy with that, and other than that, I'm trying to keep my life from falling apart, and it's going great.
It's always good that life falling apart is going great, or the lack of life falling apart is going great. How's the weather?
The weather, well, I can't tell from these black voids closing me in my room. And that's not a metaphor either. It's like drapes are, curtains. Yeah, there are curtains that can really block my view. And if I were to stand up from this chair right now, it would reveal the fact that I only have my underwear on, and that would be very embarrassing.
Indeed. Well, moving away from the subject of your underwear, pajamas. How you doing? Or Mr. Pajama. You'll be joining us again to play Philly. I feel like it's been a while since you've been on.
Yes, I think it was on February, the last time I played. I've been studying.
See. God, like scrolling back quite a ways. January.
Second
January,
episode.
Yeah. Second episode.
January.
So it's been,
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say, it was about the second
It's been a
episode
while.
because I remember watching that one. I was in the first one. I was like, man, I can't wait to see what the other people do. And then I saw, I remember I called you Portugal because that was the only thing I knew about you. I didn't know your name. It's like, I'm from Portugal. I'm a student. I am studying. It's like, okay, I didn't catch your name, but I caught that you were from Portugal. He's Portugal now, but now he's Mr. Pajamas. So,
Yeah.
So
it's- I,
you
I
were-
pref-
So you were in the fabled sexist barbarians episode.
Yes, it was very nice. I hid behind a tree while they were dealing with barbarians. Always, it's the best place to be when there are sexist barbarians in your proximity.
I seem to remember you shot some people in the Motte and Bailey with some rather nifty arrows.
Spells,
Spells?
and yes, I'm playing a wizard.
Then who
Okay.
was the archer? I guess Kev must have been using a bow. Or was it Tom?
I can't remember. It was so
Oh,
long
it's
ago.
been so while. It's been a while.
Yeah. So I've been
tell I'm
studying.
with it.
Not much
no,
not much time for D&D,
Kev
but now
Kev
I'm
is
on
playing the
vacation.
cleric.
So
Kev's playing the
Yeah.
cleric. He was the one that started the fight. Got to the end of the episode and he was like, we haven't had a chance to hit anything.
yes.
Oh, they're technically bandits! Gah! But yeah, sorry, Pajamas. You're studying. How's it going? Sorry.
It's going well. Now I'm on. Now it's the school break, so I have time to play D&D. Yes. So that's about it.
Okay. And the weather where you are?
It's always nice. So don't ask. It's just sad. It's just sad.
Okay. Okay. And honey, it's been 2 weeks since you were on for the first time, and you're playing Pickle.
Yep, Pickle, the destitute halfling thief.
Yes. And you were the first of the two parties to visit the fungal battlefield in an effort to reclaim the crown.
Yeah, we just ran out of time. Didn't get far enough in there.
Yeah.
Probably should have just burned it down from the outside.
Oh, did you watch last week's episode?
I caught the tail end of it, so I saw that they recovered the crown.
Did you see them burning?
I think I saw part of that.
Yeah, I feel like it went better for them than it could have gone if they weren't so healthy.
True.
Okay, so how's the last 2 weeks been? You been up to anything good?
Mostly just work and trying to keep the fish from killing each other in our aquarium. I've lost 4 of the guppies, all the male ones.
Oh, Christ.
Well, they just got eaten.
We don't know. They just end up floating upside down somewhere. Some of them had their fins chewed off, so did a little research, and I think maybe some of the females were pregnant, and they don't like having males around when they're pregnant.
So they eat them?
They nip the fins off, bullying them, and then when their fins are damaged, they can't swim right, so they drown.
Wow, vicious.
Yeah. Should probably set up a legal system so that the females can get warrants, restraining orders, and then on the legal ground they don't have to resort to violence. And I think that will bring more structure to your guppy society.
We had to get rid of the silver tetras too because they were bullying the guppies. I don't know. The rest of the fish are working out.
So, you big into fish, or is it just like a hobby, having fish?
Just a small hobby. My wife wanted an aquarium, so for her birthday, we were going to PetSmart to get frozen mice for her snakes, and it's right next to the aquarium aisle. And I was looking at one of them. She said, "Yeah, I like that one." I said, "Well, then let's get it." And she's like, "What?" She just got real surprised and said, "Well, it's your birthday, and that's why we're really here." So she was really happy.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
My
one,
wallet.
dude.
Yeah, my wallet, however, was not happy.
Well, you can always feed the fish to the snake, can't you?
They're not. They don't have the right nutrition for the corn snakes.
Oh. Oh well.
Um,
How's the weather where you are?
Oh, it's a little windy. Other than that, it's supposed to be like 50 to 60 the next couple days. Spring just arrived, and just dealing with the springtime cleanup.
And 50 to 60, that's Fahrenheit. Is that warm
Oh, yeah.
or cold?
It's hoodie weather.
Okay. See, I'm used to Celsius or centigrade.
We're burning daylights.
But been watching any good movies, any series, anything like that?
Just keeping up with the ones I usually watch. Limitless, and
Oh yeah, they made a series out of that.
yeah, and they actually brought the actor from the movie in, and he's playing a senator.
Did you watch Lucy? I think that's the name of it.
Nah, I don't recognize that. I tend more towards the superhero and fantasy sci-fi.
No, Lucy was Limitless, but it was like a movie that was a bit weird. It's essentially what happens if you take a shit ton of that drug.
Oh, I remember reading about it, but no, I haven't seen it.
No, it was okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to recommend it.
Cool.
Okay, so Rakust Warleko, how's
Yeah.
it going with you? It's been
Uh,
a while.
yeah, it's been a
How
while.
long a while? 4,
Uh,
5, 6 weeks?
Probably around there. I think
4
7,
weeks?
maybe. I don't know.
So 7 was my episode. You can't take away my honor.
Wasn't I with you though?
Yeah,
Can we
yeah,
go
yeah.
kill the bandits?
Where are
Yeah.
you?
Killed
Yeah,
Olaf.
we went and killed Olaf. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's correct. I'm an idiot,
Oh.
not you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I
which reminds me,
thought.
I have a lovely note here. Brother Lauren, you pissed off the Wing mercenaries. It's good.
I didn't piss them off. They were just like, I don't like you anymore. It's like, it's like he saw me. It's like somebody like saw me litter on the street and they were like an environmentalist. That's what I chucked it up to.
More like
You're taking
you,
her gerbs.
that precisely. Yeah. So, Olega, how's it been in the 5 weeks or so since I've seen you last? Or
Yeah, nothing much happened with me. Been playing on Heavy's campaign.
enjoying the shotgun?
To school. Oh yeah, shotgun's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't done much. Mostly school-related stuff. Also, my webcam isn't working, which makes me quite sad, though. And I don't know why.
You get to see the ninja.
Clearly, it's because you put on all this makeup to make yourself beautiful, and now you can't show it.
Of
That's the
course.
truth, right? Right.
Every day I wake up early to put makeup.
Someone with no experience in that particular subject, as I have never been educated in the use of makeup, I know precisely how you feel,
Oh,
theoretically.
yeah. Yeah, nothing much. Weather's pretty weird. It's either raining or hailing, or it's sunny.
Bit of everything then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Imagine that all at the same time. It's just a vortex of clouds just going
That-
around, slightly
that
showing the sun.
sometimes happens.
There's a swirling cloud. There's a little storm like 15 meters away, and there's like lightning. And on the other side, there's like sun, and also it's slightly contorting, and the sun is like vibrating, and the moon like pops up for like a split second and starts singing the KKK rap.
It's reminding me of a game called Divine Divinity. If any of you ever played it, there was a spell, Elemental Blast, which just did X damage of all elements. It's like, oh, there's fireball, there's lightning bolt, there's ice cone, and then there's just all damage. And it was, I remember getting that spell, and then just that was the game. Spam that spell. Oh, it's resistant to one of these damage types. Spam.
I remember the same. I remember that existing in Torchlight 2. There was like a perk when you were playing like an Ember Mage or whatever, and it's like, would you like, every time you do a melee strike, there's a 30% chance that an element will strike them of either lightning, fire, or acid. Would you like this perk? Yes. And then you play the game.
Just hit them all the time then.
Yeah, you just equip 2 weapons, so you increase your punching speed by like 12, and then you just keep punching. The lightning coming out of your hands and
That reminds me of a fun thing in Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. On the PC, you had the editor where you could make things, and of course, playing this, I was like, well, I have to make the thing that is the cheatiest thing I can. So I just made a weapon with as close to 0 attack speed as possible, so that when you click for it to attack, there's no like difference between the speed of you clicking and the speed of you attacking, because there's no like oh, I've attacked and I have to have a mandatory rest period before I make the next attack. So it was just like kind of thing. Very amusing.
Well, I believe that's all the introductions in order. We spent 20 minutes talking about nothing.
Nothing in particular. Yep. So I guess it's my job as GM. So, in the world of Beyond the Bridge, there's a big, boring empire which rules all of mankind, and it's horrible, and despotic, and very bureaucratic.
Yes. All of mankind except for one place. And it's called Alabama.
Yeah, they just destroyed Alabama. Wiped it off the face.
Oh, well then Haven's the only place left.
But anyway, so this empire is pretty boring. It exiles people all the time, and it exiles them over this great river, this vast gulf of water over which is spanned by a single bridge. And beyond that land, beyond the bridge, is the land in which the adventures occur, filled with ancient civilizations, mad wizards, and, people. That's where we are, and each week, each session, a group of players get together in Haven, which is a small colony ruled over by the Duke von Eristoff, and they meet up, head out in search of riches, glory, adventure, power. Who knows what drives them? Only them. But let's find out who they are. So Heavy, could you please introduce Brother Lauren, describe him to us, and then tell us what you've been doing with your downtime.
Well, let me tell you about Brother Lauren. Wearing chainmail and a shield and a great big long sword on his back and a backpack full of javelins. He stands at 5 feet tall. He's a mountain dwarf. He's a big buff dude, and he has recently acquired a nasty scar that goes from his neck down his chest. And that was from the last adventure. And he heroically killed a bunch of people in the name of good. And so, being considered a hero, he sees this opportunity to start his own clergy in the name of Lyra, the Lady of Joy. And so he chose to gather supports in his off time, trying to make his own little clergy here of people. And from what I read here, the number of followers give a modifier, which is -2 because I have 0. Then plus charisma, which is +2, plus level, which is 2, and then a heroic deed gives +5, right? Yep. So it's D20 plus 7?
That is entirely correct. Roll it up.
Come on, baby.
You have a 14. So you managed to garner one person who listens to you for an extended period of time. As you preach, and you tell of your bravery, and you inspire the folk. You get drinks bought for you, food in your belly. You pretty much live off the goodwill of the people. But most of them come and go. They don't stick around. But one fellow in particular, he takes it to heart and listens. Okay. So,
Excellent.
you have gained one follower. For
Excellent.
nebulous purposes. So, Pajama, what's Philly? What's Philly's deal? What does Philly look like? Who is Philly, and
Well,
what's she been doing in her downtime? Or he?
he. It's an androgynous name, but it's a he. So, Philly, he's an elf and a wizard. Since his last adventure, he's been in town, gathering information, talking with travelers and with adventurers about the marshes. He's trying to write a great book about the marshes, the traveler's guide to the West Marshes.
Unfortunately, this isn't the West Marches. This is Beyond the Bridge, and it is west, and there are marshes. But
God damn it! I
wrong
failed.
show. I mean,
God.
I wish I was Stephen Lumpkin, but I'm Stephen Lumpkin light. You know.
Okay. So you'll have to find a new name because people obviously told him that he didn't get the name of the place right.
Well,
Okay, so right now Philly is at a tavern, leaning over a table and surrounded by scrolls and books of lore. And by the way, he is very pale, slim, and has dark hair, long dark hair. So that's it.
Are you perhaps wanting to use your downtime to gather information?
Indeed,
Okay.
I had forgotten about it, to say that.
So that's okay. But if you roll a d20, we'll see what you learn.
Okay, so add it.
And we have a 9. You learn one juicy rumor. So let me just find out what I'm looking for. Gather information. Okay, cool. So you have one juicy rumor, and you can use this to ask a question during gameplay, or whenever you need to. And the questions are limited to: what is it? Is it powerful? Is it valuable? And it's a common tale, as reliable as most rumors. It's just a juicy rumor.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so Honey, what's Pickle's deal? What does Pickle look like, and what has Pickle been up to since we last saw her?
Him.
Him. I'm gonna do that for everyone. Apparently.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Pickle looks exactly like the picture you see. I had someone draw it for me. So he's a wiry halfling, kind of nervous looking, like he's seeing or hearing something in the shadows. So, he's been spending most of his time trying to find work, doing just hard work, fixing cabinets, broken locks, and such like that. Skills he learned from his father.
Okay. So hard work.
Yep.
Do you want to roll a d6 and multiply it by your level, which I think is 2? 4 gold.
Ooh, a 4 gold.
You're taking your money, I suppose. Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
you spend your time around town, fixing up cabinets, doing a bit of locksmithing and carpentry, and everything's paid for. You get food in your belly, your gear all nicely maintained. You make a profit of 4 gold over the period. Okay. So Warloco, what's Rakust like? Tell us a bit about him. What's he look like? What's he been doing?
Well, Rakust is a big, tall dwarf, which is kind of tall dwarf. It doesn't work well, but it is how it is. He's bald. Yeah, he lost his hair.
And how did that
He's
happen?
incredibly buff. Genetics.
my genetics.
Okay.
Unfortunately. And he's been, for the past 7 weeks, been bragging about how he killed Olaf and trying to gather support.
And have you been
Yay.
gathering support previously?
Yeah, but I failed, so I
it
don't
didn't
have
go too
followers.
well. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Now with this +5 heroic modifier that I got from last session, maybe
Yo.
I'll get one now.
Dwarf clergy. Let's
So-
go, dude.
what's your charisma?
+2.
So it's d20 +7 for you as well. Let's see if you can
Yep.
do better than Heavy.
Should do better than me. I'm gonna be really proud of you.
Yay!
So
You did
20.
it.
It's a d4, so roll a d4.
3.
3 followers.
Yay!
So,
3 Pennsylvania masturbators. Hooray!
And what are you gathering support for? What is the tale that you're telling these people? Are you just wanting people to
I'm
listen
just-
to you?
I'm spreading that the Empire is not to be trusted, and we should do something about it. I don't like how Haven is full of outcasts, social outcasts from the Empire.
Yes. Yes, it should be pure with one race per haven. Full of outcasts. That's awful.
I am one of those outcasts, though.
Okay. So that's what you all been doing and who you're playing. So we got 2 big dwarves. We got an elven wizard, and we have
Oh,
halfling
by the way,
for Pickle.
Yep, a tiny little halfling.
Halfling, a sneaky halfling of cabinet construction.
Yep, just a simple cabinet maker.
Also, I forgot what class Warlika was. Is it cleric or what is it?
A fighter.
I'm a
I think.
fighter.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protection.
So we got a fighter, a wizard, a rogue, and a paladin. What a merry band of thieves we got here. And merry band of thief.
Okay, so do you have an idea of what quest you want to go on? Is there a particular goal in mind?
Oh.
Are you all just meeting in the Last Hope in Haven?
oh,
We're meeting
By the
in
way,
Last Hope Tavern,
can I-
and we're.
can I ask a question? Sorry, can I ask a question?
Go for it.
I have proficiency in investigation, so should I, when I make a gather information check, should I
No.
add
The tables for downtime are completely separate from skills.
okay, thanks.
It's just done to simplify. Otherwise, I'll be having to account for everyone's modifiers. The gather support includes charisma. That's it. Anyway, sorry. But go ahead. Do you have an idea of what quest you want to go on? What you want to do? You all just meeting up in the tavern, in the Last Hope?
Yeah, I would say we're all meeting up in the tavern, and we are agreeing to take on the cursed place, whatever that was called. I forgot what the name was.
The
The Scourge of
Skull?
Beltane?
The Purge of whatever or something.
The Scourge.
The
of
Scourge?
scourge.
Yes, the
Yes,
Scourge.
that one.
Okay.
Yes.
So would it be Brother Lauren and Pickle? You were on the same session last, were you not? Or what? No, Warleko and Heavy.
Well,
right?
Lyco and
Yes.
Hoover.
So it'd be Rakust and Brother Lauren. You've met each other. Pickle and Philly. I don't think you've met either of them. Is that correct?
No, we
Um,
haven't.
I haven't.
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
I have no memory of these people.
Okay. So
These people are strangers to me.
we zoom down on the tavern, the Last Hope, and it's this large wooden tavern. Inside there's a stone fire pit with the skeletal remains of a roast suckling pig from the previous night. The air is heavy and kind of got that meaty smell in it, and there's an old warrior man moving around wiping down tables. Apart from the adventurers and the tavern owner, the place is empty currently. And Brother Lauren and Rakusta, can I assume you're both sat at a table discussing the posting?
Sure. I've been at the inn for 7 weeks. Yeah.
Aye. We should go kill the Scourge. They're a threat to society and to this land as well. We need to destroy these evil entities. I'm a paladin.
If you say so, my friend.
I do say so. That's why words are coming out of my mouth.
Okay. So
As long as I'm getting paid. There's no problem.
But we need more people. We can't just do it by ourselves. And I look
As I-
around and I see if there's anyone else in the tavern.
As I hear them, I pick up my things and I join them. I say, "Well, can I assist you on your quest?"
I look up at the tall, lanky wizard elf. I'm like, "Hello, yeah, all right,
Hello.
yeah." Well, you
And
don't
I-
look like
I
you have
just-
much. I give him a pat on the belly. I say, "It doesn't look like you have much girth. You think you're up for this?"
I can handle myself, and I try to show some strength and fail miserably. But there's no one around, so I think you just kind of let me join you.
I make a note to keep an eye on this pajama man, on this filly. I don't think he's gonna last long without supervision.
And Pickle, honey, what's Pickle doing? Is Pickle hanging around the tavern? Or
Yeah, he
do you-
doesn't.
Sorry, carry on.
He doesn't have a place to stay really, so he spends most of his time at the tavern, eating meager scraps for meals, trying to save up his money. So
If there's a discussion
Mention
of
of-
an adventure afoot,
yeah, his ears will perk up and he'll listen to what kind of reward there might be. It has to be worth it.
Well, if we do this, I believe we have 100 gold pieces. Is that what the post said? And then,
Indeed.
so, yeah.
Which
So-
is more than enough to perk his interest. So he'll step over and tap you on the shoulder.
Brother Lauren looks down this time at the halfling. Oh, well, looks like we got some diversity going on here. Excellent. Well, looks like we're ready to go.
I suppose. I don't know much about this scourge you spoke of. But I couldn't help over here. The tavern's kind of dead today.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, let me just bring up my roll 20 here. The listing here.
the Scourge of Belkane, an elegant proclamation is nailed to the board. Whatever the whatever the cause of the ill curse that rests over the ruins, I wish to see it lifted. If only that the good people of Haven might sleep easy each night. This accursed shell of former happiness rests a mere stone's throw from my dear Haven is intolerable. Though devil's children raised it, it lies in the hands of every man to ensure the safety of our lands. I hereby offer a sum of 100 imperials to whomsoever lifts the enchantment. The proclamation ends. His most esteemed grace, Truman von Eristoff.
Right. We should talk to the Grace Truman von Eristoff and get some information about exactly what the scourge is. Because if it's undead, Divine Smite's gonna have a field day with this one.
Well, hopefully there's something to stab or investigate. Otherwise, I won't be of much use in lifting a curse.
Maybe Templar Damien knows how to take care of this curse. We should also consult him.
Aye. Should we go to him first then, you think? Well,
Maybe-
actually, I think we should talk to Truman first to get
Yeah.
insight into the scourge, and then how to combat it. We talk to Damien.
yeah,
Let's do that first.
I like this plan.
All right, we head off to His Grace Truman. The Truman Show started.
So, you walk out the tavern and you head up the hill towards the estate of Truman von Eristoff, and you can't help but notice that there's a couple more horses about, being led around by stable hands. And the guards at the gate stop you, and after a short explanation, you find yourself entering into the waiting room, into the lobby of this mansion. It's it's a big wooden mansion, and inside there's a nice rolled out carpet, and there's little pedestals and pillars and nice polished wooden walls, but it seems very bare. There doesn't seem like a lot of items or riches You know, the pedestals are bare. There's spaces on the wall where paintings are not hanging, and there's a small, like, little armoire and set of seats with a highly polished table. And as you enter in, a man comes out with like a very neat goatee, like almost such that not a single hair is out of place, slicked back hair, wearing this very simple dark blue robe. And he greets you and he says, "Hello. What is your business here today?"
Hello, we're here about the Scourge.
"The scourge on Belcame."
Aye.
"Yes, it is a matter the Duke has placed a fair sum on."
Aye, we would like information about what exactly the Scourge is, and so that we may better combat it, as we are considering taking up the offer.
Of course. Unfortunately, the information regarding what the Scourge is rather slim. It was destroyed some months ago by what we believe to have been a goblin war party. However, now some fell enchantment rests over the place. Parties have ventured there and returned, telling tales of some accursed illusion that rests over the village. And I know that Templar Damien is aware of a foul undead that lurks beneath the chapel. If you were to accept the Duke's offer and rid us of Belcame's dire fate, I would ask that you look for records. I am searching for records concerning the execution of a man.
Hold on, let me get my little notepad out here.
Does this man have a name?
Yes, but I have to find it.
Well, you're certain it's a man and not a woman.
Yes. Let me just see.
We're coming closer to the truth.
Yes. The Seneschal. Sorry. He says, yes, the man is called Ian.
Yam?
Ian. He was
Ian.
executed under the rule of the magistrate of Belcame while it still stood. It is a old matter. However, his bones were discovered quite recently beneath a tree that had befouled Giles' lands to the east. May the Lords rest his soul.
So you're looking for records of this man's execution, so that will be paperwork?
Aye. He doesn't say aye, he says yes. But yes.
Right. Well, I don't suppose there are any filing cabinets in the church? In the chapel?
I believe a band of adventurous souls has already exhumed what records they could from the chapel. They concerned the fate of it and the undead that rests beneath it. The Templar Damien is in possession of those. But no, I believe they would be in the town hall. If they still exist, that is.
Right, well, I'll make a note to go to the town hall then. Right, well, is there anything else important you want us to know? We got the records of the execution of a man named Ian, or how do you spell that?
Iyan.
Iyan, okay.
Yep.
Ian. Right.
And I also, as a GM, somewhere have written down the name of the magistrate who ordered the execution.
Also,
but
the name
I
of the
can't find
place
that
was
off the top of
called Belcame?
Belcame. Belchiam.
Belchame, basically.
Yeah, Belcame.
Okay. Alright, Belchame. Got him. Right, well, I turn to the rest of the party as if I'm like, is there anything else we need from this guy, or?
I don't think so.
Pickle
Alright.
can't think of anything.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for your time. Let's go see the Templar
He
Damien.
nods curtly and shows you to the door. Okay. So I think we're gonna take a break here, and we'll pick up with you arriving at the chapel, just because it's got to 7.
Right.
So awkwardly stare at the camera for a moment. Those of you who are videoed.